Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. I have got coffee in hand. We've got a wee pumpkin spice cake one from Nespresso, and in today's video I am going to take you through a Sunday reset. So it is Sunday, 7:30 in the morning, and basically this is how I set myself up for success throughout the week. And I basically talk to my clients about this as well. Like, planning and organisation is so important when it comes to goals, regardless of it being like health and fitness or kind of personal goals, work goals, anything like that at all. You need to make sure that you're planning, you're organised in order for you to succeed. So what we basically do in our preach within the team is a Sunday reset. Now, some guys in the team are on shifts, right? So it isn't necessarily a Sunday that will be their reset day. It'll be a day they're off during the week. But majority of our clients basically work kind of Monday to Friday, corporate 9 to 5s. They're maybe on the building sites and things like that. They're not really working at the weekends. So for us, making it a Sunday where they take time in order to set themselves up for success, whether that's like meal prepping, sorting out their calendar for the week, making sure that they've got their clothes and everything out ready for their workouts in the next morning. It just means that your week goes so much easier, because what you find is when you're not planning and when you're not preparing, like, you're just setting yourself up for failure, because you know what it's like. You just start rolling through the week. Work gets busy with kids. Before you know it, you've not planned in any of your workouts or anything. So you're just going with it, rolling with it. And then you get to the end of the week and you're like, shit, like, where did that all go? So I do preach it myself, and it's something that I do really believe in, and I do it myself as well. I always make sure, like, life is really busy right now for us, between being in the gym, personal training, also trying to run our business with like our online guys and everything in the background, along with trying to prep for Hyrox, trying to run a house, trying to look after dogs. Yes, I'm not a parent, so that's one thing that's not for me, like, as in, I don't need to add in the stress of kids and things like that, but majority of our clients are parents as well and try to look after their family and stuff. So just having these things all planned and prepared, taking that hour or two on a Sunday to make sure that you're planned, prepared and ready to go, sets you up for a really successful week. So today's video is basically just going to show you how I set myself up. Take from it what you want. I hope it's really helpful for you as well, so that you can then go into your week planning, prioritising and having the best bloody week ever. Okay, what we got on the menu this week? So we have some sourdough eggs and bacon, which is basically my breakfast, and what I'll switch that around with as well is some cream of rice. I've ran out of oats. I normally have oats every day. I will go get some, but I'll use some cream of rice for the couple of days until I actually go and get some oats. So that's basically breakfast, cream of rice with the sourdough, the bacon and the eggs. Now, I'm not a big breakfast eater, so normally what I do is I split my breakfast out until I'm a bit hungrier. This will be made fresh on the day, and then the cream of rice will be made prior to, so I'll show you that. Got a wee bit of salad, still already got a wee bit of salad in the fridge. Fruit, I already get it pre-chopped, because honestly I do not have time to sit there and chop fruit, so I've already got some sliced pineapple and that in the fridge as well. Frozen raspberries are already there, and I've got blueberries as well. Meats wise, we're doing chicken. I've got some chicken thighs, and I'm going to make this into some bolognese for my mince, and then I've just got some pasta, I've got some rice, and then I will also make some potatoes and make some air fryer chips as well. So this is everything we've kind of got for the week to get it set up. I pretty much eat the same stuff during the week for breakfast, lunches and dinners. I just kind of vary them a little bit, like when it comes to dinner with my different meats there, but I pretty much have it already ready to go, and then I can just grab it as when I need it. First thing I'm going to make is my mince, because the bolognese is going to take the longest out of eating. So if I can get that on and cooking, and then the chicken thighs and that are all just going in the air fryer anyway, so that's easy enough. So we're going to start by getting mince on the go. That doesn't need any oil because it is 10% fat mince, so I don't need any oil in that. The mince is browning. I'm going to get rice put in. I just put it in the microwave, to be honest. It's just easier to cook it, but I don't measure rice when it's raw. I measure it when it's cooked. So I always just make like 2 mugs of rice, because we go through quite a lot of it, both of us. Hence the reason why we buy big bags at a time, because we go through so much yet. So next up is our chicken thighs, now that our rice is on. So mince is browning, rice is on, chicken thighs, and I am going to use this chicken tinga seasoning mix. So literally just going to mix it up, put the seasoning on it, stick it in the air fryer. This is all for the bin. Give this a good mix before it goes in the air fryer. It's fine, and give it a wee spray. So we use, got a wee sprayer here and it's basically got avocado oil in it, so we just use a tiny wee bit of avocado oil. 2 wee spritz, and that's it. Just to coat that. And now our chicken's ready to go in the air fryer. For my pasta, I'm going to weigh it out dry and I'm going to weigh out 3 days worth because my mince is going to do me for 3 days of dinner. So I'll just make 75 grams for each portion, so basically 225 grams of pasta, dry weight. And I'll just split it between the 3 portions. Right, cream of rice time. So probably a lot of people don't actually know how to make cream of rice, and I think that I've nailed it. So basically I'm just going to weigh out the cream of rice. So I'm going to have 50 grams and I'm going to make 2 days worth, so that I've got it for 2 days and I can just sit it in the fridge. So 50 grams of cream of rice, just basically 2 scoops. 2 scoops. And then you're going to need your kettle and a fork. Just pop your boiling water in the cream of rice. Don't add too much because you can always add more, you can never take away. So once you've added it, you're just going to start like mixing it with your fork. It's going to go quite thick and pasty, so just keep adding like a little bit of water to it. You don't want it clumpy, you want it nice and smooth. Just keep adding until you've got the consistency you want, nice and smooth. Right, that's nice and smooth now, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for a minute and let it kind of solidify. I don't know if you can see that microwave. Okay, so now it's a nice hard kind of consistency there, quite cakey. When it comes out the microwave, I'm just going to top it with some dark chocolate, and then I'll leave it overnight to cool, and then before I eat it in the morning I'll heat it up for another minute, and then I'll top it with some blueberries and some whey protein, and that's basically how I make it. So I'm just going to do the next. I'm going to lie to you, this is the reality of meal prep. Kitchen is a riot. Absolute riot. But once it's done, we will start the clean-up operation and get everything all nice and clean. Meal prep's all done. So next on the list is my supplements for tomorrow, and tomorrow's a run day, so I'm not training in the gym, so I don't need my intra workout, but I do need my morning shake, which is Rise and Shine and some L-glutamine. So that's what I have as my morning supplements. This Rise and Shine basically just gives me my electrolytes, and it also helps with the cognitive function in that as well. So I always have this every single morning before I have coffee. And then Hydroflow, which is just my electrolytes that I choose to have after my run as well. So 2 different ones, one for first thing in the morning and one for after my run. In the fridge they go, ready for in the morning. Another one sorted. During the week I'll be up in the office room and I'll do my work at the desk when I'm working, but on a Sunday, because it's a wee bit more of a chill day and it's like a day off, what I normally do is I'll just bring my laptop down onto the couch, watch a wee YouTube and just sit and plan out my week. So just get my calendar up. I use Google Calendar, and I basically just make sure that I've got in all my clients' PT sessions, make sure I've got my own training sessions in, make sure that I've got kind of when I'm going to be walking and when I'm going to be feeding the dogs, and then I also put in kind of when I'm going to be doing some like laptop work instead of taking sessions. So I make sure that I'm doing all that in my calendar. Calendar is still a bit of a work in progress. We've not got it like absolutely perfect yet, and I think I'll always be working on it to get better with time management, but I always just make sure that I'm plotting in everything that I can, plotting in my appointments, my training and everything, and then just kind of going from there. And then if I need to change anything, just jumping in each day and making sure like I change it and stuff. But I always make sure that I sit down with my calendar and just kind of look and see like, right, what does the week look like next week as well. And I think that's just a big part of planning everything in, like as well with your training sessions. Like the way I see it is, we like a job, like you always know like your shifts for your job, you've got a rota, you know when you're going. So see with your training sessions, make sure you're plotting them in as well, so that you've got sight of like the dates and the times that you're going to be training. Treat it like a job, just like you do, and that way you're going to be a lot more successful than just kind of rushing through the week and hoping for the best. The last bit I get ready on a Sunday so that I'm all ready to go for the morning is my clothes. So I always make a point, it doesn't matter whether it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, any day of the week, I always make a point of making sure that I've already got my gym clothes looked out, ready to go in the morning, and it just takes away that kind of, well, I want a kind of guessing, do you know, that way. And I would say that to a lot of people, like if you're training in the morning, instead of you getting up and then being like, oh, I've not even got my clothes ready, not got this ready, not got that ready, like it takes away all that guessing, because you're just getting up, you've got your stuff ready, you grab it, you grab your supplements and you walk out the door and you go to the gym, and it just stops like all those times that you could literally turn around and say to yourself, nah, it's too hard, like I'm not doing that this morning, I'm just going to go back to bed, because we know we're all tired, like we're absolutely shattered in the morning. So it just takes all that away. So for me, rather than sitting looking in the morning and being like, what am I going to wear? I always just get it ready the night before. I mean, it's easy, to be fair. Like, I live in gym gear. I'm a personal trainer. I live in gym gear. That is my work uniform. So it's fine. It's easy just to get that ready, rather than when, obviously, if you're going to work and you're going and working in a corporate office, you know what it's like if you have to have like your office wear on. So it is easy for me. That I just literally have a gym wardrobe and I always wear it. So I am just going to go in my drawer and basically get whatever I'm going to get. So it's a run day for me, and I find it really hard to run in leggings because I end up sweating. So I will run in shorts, even though it's almost October. It's going to be freezing. So I'll just get some stuff ready. And then obviously underwear, which I'm not going to show you in my video. I'll get my underwear ready afterwards. And then basically I just get my shoes and get my jumper as well out the wardrobe ready so that everything is sitting. First, because it is a run day, I just sit them under my drawer. And then a jumper. We always make sure we've got our Nova stuff on when we're working. That is our work unit. As you can see, gym clothes are out, jumpers out. And then trainers are sitting here as well, ready to go. So as soon as I get out of bed in the morning, just pop these straight on, and that is me. That's me pretty much done my Sunday reset. So I basically make sure that I have my meal prep done. I prep my calendar as well, make sure I'm putting in everything from clients, training, working on the business. I make sure I've got my clothes looked out for the next day. I make sure all my supplements are looked out for the next day as well. And I also make sure that I charge everything. So for instance, my AirPods and things, because I don't know if you've ever been caught out, you've went to the gym, went to put them in and they've died. So I always make sure. And another one that's quite often for that is when you're going out for a run and they've died, and I'm like, oh no, I need to go out for a run with nothing in my ears. So I always make sure that I just charge everything up. So I use my iPad during my PT sessions, so make sure I've got that done, make sure the laptop's charged up, and make sure that my AirPods as well are all charged up. And it just sets you up for a really successful week. It just makes sure that you are on the front foot when it comes to the week. Monday for me, like, I do say this quite a lot, but I really do think that a Monday does set your tone for the rest of the week, and if you can get that off to a really, really good start, then that's it. It just keeps snowballing from there, do you know, that way. Same goes if you get off on a bad start and you can start to kind of spiral and then go, do you know what, I'll just wait and start next Monday. So if you make sure you start off really successful at the start of the week, and then just keep building on that momentum and keep building from there. But I hope that this video has been helpful to you, just to see how to kind of maybe set up your Sundays for a bit of a Sunday reset. It's not some crazy, let's spend the whole day ridiculous amounts of times in the kitchen as well and things like that, getting set up for the day. Like an hour or two at the most, and that's you set up and ready for success, and then you can enjoy the rest of your Sunday. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe to the channel for plenty more vids coming your way.